Smash that like button if you're watching me on YouTube. We got Sara Molina still doing these interviews, going around on a speaking tour. Her and her father talking about 6ix9ine. Now, hey, I get it. The guy is a rat now, okay? But there's a lot of ways to look at this. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. But now, I'm not condoning ratting and making excuses for him whatsoever. But it's kind of nasty. His baby mother's doing all these interviews now, just taking just making it more clownish. She's like, well, you know, he started getting these tattoos, and then all of a sudden he was claiming blood for fashion, and I was a little concerned. So I was like, yo, what are you doing it for? He's like, oh, I'm not really doing it. So she's basically calling him a fake blood. Then she's saying he's doing domestic abuse against her and all this stuff. Like, she's just really on a mission to paint him as like the worst thing possible. And I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm just saying how convenient. It's so weird, you know? It's like you still have a daughter with this guy. It's not like you dated him and now it's over. You're actually just as bad as him to me, you know? Like, he's disgusting for being a part. You gotta know, but nobody warned him, right? So I'll give him that. But still, you still have enough sense when you're 22 years old to know not to join up with a gang that's doing crimes, because there's plenty of shows out there now to show you're guilty by association. And if you're the famous one, you're the one that's going down for everything. And that's what happened with him, okay? It's the guy's fault for involving him in the Treyway organization too, because they knew he wasn't from that life, so he doesn't have the same morals and principles as they do. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people that do take part in these gangs now don't have any morals and principles. Once you start seeing them football numbers, most of them flip on their friends. So this has been a common thing for a long time, you know? So if you're going to do any crimes with people, you got to know that that's what comes with it. And, you know, I'm not saying he's right. He's not. He's just the one that took the first deal. And, you know, who knows what his deal is going to end up being. So I think it's just as disgusting that Sara Molina's out here trying to discredit him when he already discredited himself enough, you know. But now you got to add to it just for your own personal gain. And that's just as bad as snitching to me. Maybe you might disagree with me, but I look at it as the same, you know. She's just as disgusting as him. And what was she working with the cops? That's allegedly. I don't know that for a fact, but remember, the cops raided her crib when he was overseas. They found weapons. They obviously talked to her, and she probably gave him great information. And they probably let her get her phones tapped. I mean, that's just allegedly, but it's possible, right? How do you think they got those phone calls with, you know, confirming that Shadi was messing with her? And then they leaked that to him, and then he had that whole blow up. The feds are just, you know, they'll sit you down and they'll be like, hey, you don't know your girl's messing with such and such, and then you believe them, then they'll play that tape, and they'll have you thinking a whole different way. And that's what they did. They did mind manipulation, and it worked with Tekashi, you know? He turned against everybody because he's probably thinking in his mind, why am I loyal to these guys when they wanted to take me out? They were messing with my baby mother, and they were stealing money from me? Okay. Anyways, guys, it's just my rant for the day on this topic. I appreciate you guys so much. I will check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I read all the comments below, so you know I don't have time to respond to every one. I'm trying to do better on that, but I definitely read all your comments. So don't think you're leaving a comment for no reason. I do read them. And smash that like button for me. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next video. I do appreciate you guys' feedback.